Hello, vinyl community. How you doing? Hey, national champions right there, baby. That's right. Ohio State Buckeyes. Hoorah. So, hey, I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. And I haven't made a video in a couple weeks. So for that, I say you're welcome. I went on vacation, and then I got sick. After that, got busy. You know, I went days without having a beer. Finally had my first one in a while last night. So this is just my second one. I still got a bit of a cold. I'm still fighting, but I'm finally on the mend. No, I said you're welcome because I always find it funny. You ever watch one of these videos where somebody hasn't made a video for a little while and they come on, I just wanted to apologize to everybody that I haven't been making any videos. It's like, you don't need to apologize, okay? It's like, I realize there's nobody sitting out there saying, oh my gosh, oh, Gary hasn't made a video in a few weeks. What can I do with myself? Nobody's thinking that. So when people come on and apologize, I chuckle. Cheers to you, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. So a couple things I want to do in this video. The first one is I want to talk about, a record store of mine. So if you have watched this channel over any period of time, you may have heard me mention GROAMYS. GROAMYS is a record store in Lima, Ohio. They are on 1206 West Robb Avenue in Lima, Ohio. And they have been around for about 32 years. When I say they, I mean GROAMY himself. He has adopted that name. He prefers just to be called GROAMY, the owner. I have known him even before he had GROAMYS, before he had that record store. He had worked at another record store called Mind Dust before that. So I've known him actually since high school. But anyway, his store caught fire earlier this month. Now, this is, he's the definition of a mom and pop kind of store, right? It is just him. He runs that place. He is there every day. If it's open, he is there. Okay, so he runs it. He's very passionate about it. So that catching on fire, that's a major deal. There was all kinds of speculation. There were things on there like, they almost, you'd see some things on the internet made it sound like he's done. He's wiped out. So I had to go over there and see him. Now, it's about an hour drive for me. So, and there's not a whole lot of other things for me to do in Lima besides go there. So I don't get over there as much as I would like, but I try to get over there. I'm going to try to get over there more often. But anyway, I just wanted to say, a couple things, and that is he is going to reopen. That is his plan. It is not a total loss. It was a bad fire. He's obviously lost some of his inventory, but not all of it, okay? There's some of that inventory, even though there was a fire in there, some of that stuff is fine, okay? He's going to have to rebuild it. He's got a lot of work to do. He's got a road ahead of him, but he is determined to reopen, and I totally believe that he will because of his passion for that. And he wants you to know that you can still order stuff from him. He is still getting new releases in. He's got a different way he's doing it, but you can contact GROAMYS. Like I said, he's got a Facebook page. You can message him on that. He always answers me when I go over, or, if I have a question or whatever. The phone number is 419-228-8637. Probably better off maybe contacting him through Facebook. Facebook page is GROAMYS. That's GROAMYS. So you can look that up. All my best wishes go out towards him. And if you order a record, it's the first one you've ordered there from him, you're going to pick up, give him a little bit of a tip on that to kind of help him with his cause of trying to rebuild and everything. We all know, you know, a lot of us, that's what we love doing. We love digging through record stores. Record stores are our lifeblood for us collectors. So, you know, I like to think of the idea of rallying behind them. Here's to you, GROAMY. All right, now I've got some vinyl finds. Mostly it's a bunch of old stuff, but some newer stuff. And here's, some of this is from GROAMYS and some of it isn't. But this first one definitely is. And this is what I had him hold for me. And that is the latest from Larkin Poe. Naturally, I got some glare there. This is called Bloom. This is their latest studio album. It just came out last week. And let me show you this vinyl. It's pretty cool. I got this exclusive version. He saved this one for me. This black splatter vinyl. That's pretty awesome looking. I actually totally dig this. I don't always care about colored vinyl, but I thought that was really cool. It's in a polyline sleeve. And it comes with a lyric sheet. And when you open it up, it's actually a pretty cool looking poster. So this is not the first time that Larkin and Poe have put a poster in their album. Matter of fact, they've done that a few times. Love this band. One of my favorite newish bands. They're not really new anymore, but it's not like, you know, one of these old bands that I listen to. Super talented. They're blues rock. You know, I will say, maybe I'll do a review later because I've only listened to it a few times. At first, there's, you know, the first couple songs, I was kind of like, man, I'm not sure. This sounds more like something that old Americana Salmon over there would like more. But then it starts kicking in. There's definitely some blues rockers. Now, you know, I don't know yet if I'm going to like it as well as I did Blood Harmony because that was a badass album. But this is still pretty good. I can tell you right now it's a good album. I just got to dig into it deeper. So thank you for saving that one for me, GROAMY. Latest by Larkin and Poe. Then I got this one. You know what? I got this because it was like $6. This is a picture disc of Sheryl Crow. It's called The Story of Everything. There's the back of it. Once again, I'm not really big into picture disc, but it was cheap, and I just thought it looked cool. I haven't played it yet, but I see it's got like some, you know, a couple of unreleased things. It's got some different versions of some songs, so I thought, well, heck, that's going to be worth having for that cheap of a price. What the heck? All right, here's some older stuff, cheap stuff here. Robin Trower Live, 1975. I like Robin Trower. You know what? It's somebody that I never really cared about like years ago. Kind of forgot about him. Got back into him once I got back into vinyl. So this was a pretty good find. Here's one. Steely Dan. Katie Lied. I can't say that, you know, this really did a whole lot for me. I'm not going to get rid of it or anything, but I can't picture myself listening to it a whole lot. You know, I'm not saying it sucked, but at the same time, it didn't really do a whole lot for me. Nothing against anybody that loves that album. Now, here's one I know I definitely got at GROAMYS. This was actually before the fire. Eagles, The Long Run. This is a really good one. Really in really good shape. Pretty cool because just saw Don Felder, so I thought, well, this would be great. This is one of the Eagles that I didn't have on vinyl. I only have it on CD. And you know what? This album's actually pretty good. I don't know why I always thought it was a sucky album because it's not. It's a good album. And here's one, Sly and the Family Stone Greatest Hits. Pretty cool to find this. I actually found this cheap, not in the best shape. This is just one that, this is a whole, you know, placekeeper, whatever you want to call it. Look at that, though. Look at the inside of that. Great stuff on here. You guys know this album. You know, at some point I'll find a better copy and I will replace this one but for now, it plays. I've already played it, you know, dancing around to it and everything. How about this? A cassette. My buddy Randy found this. He goes all over the place to different Goodwills and stuff. Robin Zander's 1993 solo album. Honestly, I'd forgot that he had done this, and he was at a place. He said, "Are you interested in this for $1?" I said, "Yes." Which reminds me, I still owe him that $1. I'll get it to you, Randy. Don't worry. I'm good for it. Hey, a couple things here I forgot to mention. I got this in the mail. This little poster thing here. It's got this almost sepia feeling paper here. Casey Musgraves, this is her Deeper Well. This is the cover of the album, and it's got the track listing. It's got her signature on there. I'm not even sure who this is from. My guess is that it's from Mike's Got the Spins, but I don't know. Maybe if you're watching somebody, you can say, hey, I sent that to you. Unless, of course, you didn't. Don't tell me you did if you didn't. But if it is you, Mike, thank you. Pretty cool. I got to put this in some kind of frame before I hang it up. But I thought that was pretty cool. And also, from another Mike, Mr. MGK Boston, Buffalo, sent me this neat hat of the Minnesota Vikings there. And what he wrote on there for my address was pretty funny too, I will say. You know me, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm a Vikings fan until I die. So thank you, Mike and Patty. That's from Mike and Patty, I guess I should say. And then my final one I'm going to show. I know a big majority of you will go, ha, why in the world would you buy that album? But it was $1. And this is in really good shape. Roy Clark's Greatest Hits, Volume 1. You can see the track listing there. I bought this mostly sentimental reasons. So, like, you know, we used to go, my sister used to live up in Michigan when I was a kid, and we would go up there occasionally, and it's way up in the Upper Peninsula. So, you know, it's a long-ass drive up there. Now, my dad, he wasn't really a music guy, but, you know, this is one of the 8 tracks he actually bought that had vocals on it. Normally, if he would get any music, it was just like instrumental background music. Literally elevator music is what it was. But he bought this, and, you know, there's a song on here called Thank God and Greyhound, which, if you're not familiar with that song, you got to listen to it. It's pretty funny. If this video wasn't already so long, I would tack in the song at the end. I might still put that song at the beginning of one of my other videos. But this made me think of my dad, and I saw this for $1, and I'm like, there's no way I'm not bringing this home with me. So I've already listened to it a couple times. So, you know, a lot of it is kind of corny. But, you know, Roy Clark was, you know, whether you're a fan of his or not, you have to admit the guy was a hell of a guitar player, man. That guy could, there's a couple of instrumentals on here. And there were some songs that I'm like, oh, yeah. I remember these songs, too. One of them is he does a instrumental version of Ghost Riders in the Sky, which as a kid, I always thought that was really cool. So there you go. There's some vinyl finds. My best wishes to GROAMY. Like I said, you know, if you are somewhere in the area, you know, you can still get stuff from him, and, you know, let's support him. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.